Story time about how I discovered the guy that I just started dating. Well, was dating. We're not dating anymore. I had to cut ties with him after this situation. After I found out he was dirty, like very, very dirty. And it's crazy because we had only been talking for about a month, and we had gone on, I'll probably say like 3 dates prior to this last specific date, to where I decided that it's just gonna be over with, is done. This particular date, I ended up going to his house because we were gonna ride in his car and we were gonna go downtown to watch the cars race and all that. And I pulled up to his house and my tire light came on. So I'm like, oh, hey, can you put air in my tire? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to hop in and we could just go to the gas station down the street from his house. So he gets in the car and we go to the gas station. We went to 2 gas stations. Both the gas stations was, the air pump thing was out. So I just had drove back to his house. I was kind of annoyed by that, but I'm like, all right, let's just handle it when we come back from downtown. So he ends up getting out of the car first. And I just happen to just look over. I'm looking over like this. And as he's getting out, not only do I see his butt crack, but it's a lot of boo-boo in there. And it's hairy. And I'm like, I know my eyes are not playing tricks on me. Because he kind of like, he's not big. He's like in between small and medium size. So he like a small, medium teddy bear. And I usually date guys who are like kind of fit, who are actively like in the gym like pretty regularly. But this guy, he doesn't really go to the gym like that, but he has a cool personality. Like, he's cool. So he gets out of the car and I just see, I seen half of his butt crack, but it was a lot of poop like on his butt crack and there was hair over there. Like, there's a lot of hair in there. So I'm looking, I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know my eyes didn't just see this. Like, so I'm like, okay, let me check again. Let me see if I seen what I seen. So I get out of the car and I get inside of his car. And, we driving downtown and stuff like that. So now I'm already thrown off. I'm already turned off. I already don't want to be here. But I just want to make sure I really seen what I seen for real before I like really cut him off for real. So we in his car. We gets downtown. We gets to the parking. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to let him get out the car again, because at this point he's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So I'm slowly gathering up my purse and all that stuff, even though I really didn't have much for real, but I'm just moving extra slow. So I look over and he gets out of the car again and I'd seen it again. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have like this dude, it was like chunks of boo-boo, like chunks. His butt crack. Like, I'm just in disbelief. I'm like, I really did see it. But I'm like, hold on, let me see one more time. I just need to make sure that I seen this.
At this point, you got
this can't be for real. Like, this, I'm really like seeing this right now. I never experienced nothing like this. So we walking downtown. So at this point, again, like, this is all I'm thinking about. So he trying to hold hands and all that stuff. I'm like, no, don't touch me. Like, it's too hot and stuff like that. But in my head, I'm like, you dirty for real. I need to try to make sure, like, I'm really seeing what I'm seeing. Like, you dirty, don't touch me. This is what I'm thinking. So we, long story short, we get downtown. We ended up missing all the racing because we was trying to find a gas station to put air in my tire or whatever. So it was cool. We just ended up going to walk by the water. So it was these tables that's near the water, and he was all out of breath and stuff like that, and he just needs to go sit down. So he goes and sits on top of the table. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I know his butt crack showing. I know his butt crack is showing, so I'm about to play around with him a little bit just so I can like see for this last final time. So I'm like, I'm about to go behind you. I'm just making up random stuff. I'm like, I'm about to go up behind you and try to scare you, this, that, and the third. So I goes up behind him and I'm like creeping up on him from behind and stuff. Of course, he knows that I'm right there because we just playing around. But I'm creeping up behind him and I look and I'm like, when I tell y'all, it's boo-boo all in his butt crack. Like, it's everywhere in there. And I know it was on the inside of his shirt because when I first seen it in my car, it was like smeared. Like it was like smeared like at the top of his butt crack. I'm sorry, y'all. This is like real, like sick and disgusting. I know, but I just had to tell y'all this. Like, it's crazy. So yeah. So back to the story. I was when I had creeped up on him, I seen it again, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Like it was like big chunks of boo boo. And it was just hairy. It was just everywhere. And I'm like, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna tell him because that's just me. Like, I'm gonna keep it transparent with you. I'm gonna tell him, but I didn't want to tell him right then and there because I had we had really just started hanging out. And I didn't want him to throw me in that water. Like, I don't know you like that. So we gets in the car. After all that, I'm ready to go, like, in my head. Like, he over here trying to talk and laugh and this, that, and the third. I'm ready to go at this point. Like, you dirty. Like, it's over with. Like, I already know from this moment, like, you're never going to see me again, for real. Like, so we had, after all that, we ended up getting back in the car, going back to his place. I did make sure he put air in my tire, though. So we did find the gas station. He put air in the tire. And then, you know, we had went our separate ways. But this time he had ended up following me there to the gas station. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, I'm about to tell him when I get home. So I ended up, I got home. I called him. And I'm like, hey, I don't know how to really say this, but I seen something 3 times that I didn't like. And I had to make sure that I seen what I seen because, you know, I'm just not about to falsely accuse somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not me. I'm gonna keep it real with you at all times. So he like, what's up? I'm like, so when you got out of the car, I just ended up looking over and not only did I see your butt crack, but it was a lot of boo-boo in there. And y'all, when I tell you, this man said, his exact words was, that's it? And I'm like, that's it? What you mean, that's it? He like, so that's what was so hard for you to tell me or something? I'm like, you have boo-boo in your butt crack. What you mean? So at this point, my mind really blown because I'm like, you know you dirty. So he like, I still feel like we should move forward and, you know, I still want to get to know you and be with you and this, that, and the third. He said, do you? I said, no, I can't even do it. I'm like, I got a white couch at home. He don't know where I live at, but it's like, after seeing that, I got a white couch at home. Like, you ain't about to sit on my couch, sit on my furniture. And then when you get up, I got shit. I'm sorry, TikTok. I got boo-boo stains all over my couch. Like, no, like, you're dirty. And then he like, it's not that big of a deal. Just basically making it seem like it's just nothing. And I'm like, he like, I'm sorry that you had to see that. I did use the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, what? Like, he's really saying this to me, y'all. I don't know. So he was basically trying to, basically saying like, it was nothing wrong with that. Like, and I'm like, oh, he was saying that he did end up going to the bathroom earlier. And I'm like, did you not wipe? Like, what's going on? Like, He like, I mean, I did use the bathroom. I did wipe. I'm like, you couldn't have. But he like, I'm not a dirty A ninja. And I'm like, you are though. Like, there's no way. I'm like, so what if you seen me? What if I was like that and we out in public or whatever, just anywhere? He like, I wouldn't even notice. I'm like, oh my goodness, like there's no way that this man trying to convince me that there's nothing wrong with this. Like, you're dirty, bro. Like, no, this is over with. So he over there huffing and puffing because I'm like, no, this not gonna work out. And I'm like, I'm just really in disbelief, like, that he's really just just know. And then he stays at home with both parents too, so it's like, y'all didn't teach him this when he was younger, like how to wipe his butt. Like, what's going on? And he's 2 years older than me. Like, this is crazy. Like, I just can't believe I went through this, y'all. Like, seriously, like, I ain't gonna cap. It's kind of funny, but it's nasty at the same time, because it's like, I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So I'm like, how you gonna go on a date with somebody that you like, not even just a date, but just in general, but really just the date though, like, so with somebody that you interested in, and this is how you coming? Like, you ain't even, like, I asked him on the phone, I'm like, so your booty wasn't itching? Like, you didn't feel this, because it's like, it was hot. Like, it was hot that day. And he was like, no, I didn't notice. Like, what? I know that you felt that smeared. I know that you felt all of that smearing in your butt. I know it was itching, bro. Now you over here lying. Like, and then while we on the phone, I'm like, go to the bathroom, and I guaranteed you, get you a wet towel with some soap on there and wipe, and you're gonna see all of it come off. And he like, I'm sorry you had to see that, this, that, and the third. Like, and I'm like, as the time, like, the whole time we on the phone, he's still like just chilling with this boo-boo in his butt crack. I'm like, you ain't even taking care of the problem while we on the phone. Like, what's going on? So basically, after all that, I told him, yeah, this not gonna work out. And I also remembered that he was telling me, like, yeah, he was always getting ghosted and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I think this why you getting ghosted. Like, but they not saying nothing. But me personally, like I said, I always keep it real, and I'm gonna tell you, because I'm like, you seem like a cool dude, but like, moving forward, I think this the problem. Like, you gotta take care of your hygiene. Like, you not ugly, like you very handsome, all of that, cool personality and all of that. But it's like, I feel like this was holding you back. You need to take care of that. You too grown. You too grown for all that. And he was just sad that I was like, nah, I don't want to do it no more, and talk to him and all that stuff no more. Like, I ain't doing all that. Like, you too grown. Like, why we even having this conversation right now? Like, come on now, get it together. But yeah, so after I hung up the phone, I ain't talked to him since. I just had to come on here and tell y'all this, because I know this was just funny. It was a traumatizing experience, but I also find it funny. As y'all can see, I'm over here laughing about it. But yeah, y'all have a good day.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Visit Deals, keeps it lit. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this live recording. And y'all gonna see I'm in the chat, man. This is not live, but it's live, okay? We're gonna be premiering this, man. Hit the links down below. We got HiveWineLabs.com where you can unbig that back. Now let's get into it. So this is a great advertisement for a bidet. Okay? There's nothing more embarrassing than getting off the table with your butt crack showing. And mind you, she likes big guys, because most big guys stand up with their butt crack showing and they can't wipe good. So anyway, I remember I got too big at one time, and I was like having a hard time wiping. It didn't have nothing to do with me being big. It was just I had a hard time wiping. And I went to a girl's house and I took my drawers off. And lo and behold, there were doo-doo streaks from hell in my drawers. So now I'm trying to like throw them inside of my clothes so that just in case she get up and go to the, she won't see that. But another thing that really humbled me was when I was with a girl. I was dating her for a long time, and I took my clothes off and I put them in dirty clothes. And she said, "What is this? What is this?" I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" She holds my drawers like a stick. Like, you don't know how to wipe your ass? I said, "Yeah, I must have had a messy poop day that day, man. It was messy. Like, man, put my drawers down and just wash. Matter of fact, don't wash my clothes no more. I just started washing my clothes from then on. But anyway, so I remember I went to Japan, and I don't know if it was Japan or the Netherlands. I can't remember which one had the bidet first. It might have been Japan. Whichever one I went to first, and they had a bidet. And that first time I let a bidet spray my ass clean, it changed my life. It felt so good, and then I got up off the toilet, right, and I seen all the particles floating around the toilet that it came off my butt, and it left my butt clean. Okay, so from then on, I use nothing but bidet. I promise y'all, when and never again did I have a dirty pair of drawers. The only time that my butt was dirty was when I had to poop at work or something. But for a long time, I was working from home, so I could use the bidet every day. And yes, and it was during the pandemic. Everybody was out fighting for tissue. I had one big roll, big rolls of tissue, like a one big package of toilet tissue rolls from Sam's. If y'all go to Sam's or like Costco and get the store brand tissue, and that lasted about a year because I used a bidet every day. You know what I'm saying? Bidets save lives. They save dates. Trust me. If you want to keep your woman, especially a new girl, get a bidet because she'll never see no doo-doo drawers left in your closet or your laundry. Okay? Everyday people, let me know what y'all think about this crazy, shitty situation in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.